The European Salary Transparency Law, aimed at strengthening equal pay between men and women for work of equal value, requires all companies to make public the salary ranges for all their employees. The European Hyperloop Center ran its first successful vehicle tests on Monday. The vehicle currently runs at a slow 30 kilometers per hour, but operators hope to reach 100 km per hour by the end of the year. It will be ready to transport passengers by 2030. The technology has the potential to revolutionize travel in Europe, enabling passengers to reach from Amsterdam to Berlin in 90 minutes or Milan in 2 hours. Felix International, OnlyFans, is probably the most successful UK company founded since DeepMind in 2010 and the most significant dedicated economy platform ever. This article contains an interview with Mike Krieger, the new chief product officer at Anthropic, where he discusses why he decided to work in AI, what products he sees AI will bring in the future, and how he is thinking about building them. Krieger co-founded Instagram. He left Meta in 2018 and launched an AI-powered newsreader, which was shut down earlier this year. Anthropic was started in 2021 by former OpenAI executives and researchers. Its main product is Claude, an industry-leading AI model and chatbot that competes with ChatGPT. Design patterns make certain problems easier to deal with. Some patterns are easier to write in some languages than others. A language update to implement these patterns can make things easier for developers and produce cleaner code. This article presents an example of this, where a new feature in Java made a particular design pattern a thing of the past. Schizophrenia is one of the costliest mental health illnesses. It costs nearly $300 billion in healthcare spending annually, despite affecting less than 1% of the population. It is currently treated with antipsychotics, a treatment discovered through pure chance. Regulators are currently deciding whether to approve a drug with a novel mechanism for treating schizophrenia. The new drug has opened up a new hypothesis for schizophrenia, which multiple biotech companies are pursuing. This article, written by one of GitHub's co-founders, discusses the reasoning behind the rise and dominance of the platform. GitHub started at the right time, and it had good taste. It started when distributed open-source version control tools were starting to get useful, solid, and adopted, and there was nobody around to host them. Its competitors couldn't compete with a developer tools company whose co-founders were all product-focused open-source software developers that cared about the developer experience. Everyone else was trying to build what they thought they could sell to advertisers or CTOs. Passkeys are essentially a halfway house to a password manager, but tied to specific platforms in ways that aren't obvious to users, making it easier for them to lose access to their accounts. Pull requests contain multiple identities when an action workflow runs. The U.S. Department of Justice's next monopoly trial against Google started on Monday. The trial challenges the tech giant's ad tech dominance. The DOJ is arguing that Google broke competition in the ad tech space by engaging in a systematic campaign to seize control of the tools used by publishers, advertisers, and brokers to facilitate digital advertising. Google profits from both advertisers and publishers, pocketing at least 30 cents of each advertising dollar flowing from advertisers to website publishers through its ad tech tools. The trial is expected to last 4 to 6 weeks and may be the most consequential of the monopoly trials Google has recently faced. A single missing access policy can often introduce security risks, data leaks, or other unintended consequences. Apple just announced the iPhone 16, iPhone 16 Pro, Apple Watch Series 10, AirPods 4, and more. This page contains details on all of the new devices. The iPhone Pro models will feature the A18 Pro chip, which powers new camera features that allow for faster processing and more details. The Pro models also have 4 studio-quality mics designed for vocal and acoustic recordings. The first Apple Intelligence features will launch in beta next month for the iPhone 15 Pro, iPhone 15 Pro Max, and the iPhone 16 lineup. John Herring and Alexander Thomas's venture firm, Vi Capital, has invested more than half of its $8 billion in reported assets into Elon Musk's startups. The investors frequently make trips to directly help solve problems in Musk's companies. Despite their efforts, neither Herring nor Thomas holds a board seat at any of Musk's companies. The results of their investments have not been promising, but they have brought the investors closer to Musk. Reflection 70B, a variant of Meta's Llama 3.1 open-source large language model trained and released by New York startup Hyperloop, has been aggressively questioned by third-party evaluators as it fails to reproduce some of its claimed performance measures.